Today we're going to talk about how to evaluate MPLS services and what are the 10 questions that you should ask before choosing an MPLS carrier. So if you're now in the process of considering MPLS or reevaluating your network, it's very important to understand the functionality of the carrier services that are being offered to you. So here are the 10 questions that we feel you should ask. Number one, what is the carrier's network architecture like? Do they employ IPM, IP, ATM, and frame relay in the core, or do they have a flat network architecture that allows for better transit times, easier network troubleshooting, and superior self-healing? So if the entire network is IP based, for example, that's better for you. Number two, if you have multiple locations and you're looking to connect them to the network, you need to ask the carrier, what does their footprint look like? And if there are locations, you've got locations that are located outside their network footprint, will you be allowed to connect to the MPLS network using IPsec tunnels? 3, ask if what their international footprint looks like. If you have overseas offices or you're looking to expand outside the country, find out what does their international footprint look like, and will they offer technical assistance and customer support to your locations outside the United States. 4, does the carrier charge for class of service? Will you have to pay extra to prioritize your traffic? So obviously this is going to add to your monthly expenses, and in some cases if the carrier charges for class of service, that indicates that that carrier is actually engineering for traffic congestion. So try and choose a carrier that does not charge for class of service. 5, what are the carrier's SLAs? Now this is really important. You want to choose a carrier that will guarantee a high level of throughput, very low transit times, low latency, and is willing to back all of this up with SLAs. Number 6, what type of connectivity is supported on the network? Can you incorporate voice, data, video, mobile to mobile, and all of these into your MPLS network? Find out what kind of connectivity that they support. 7, does the carrier network include secure connections to the network via IPsec, DSL, and mobile computing? Also, do they allow for secure access to the internet? 8, how complex is the router configuration that's required to connect to the carrier's MPLS network, and who is expected to manage that router configuration? Some carriers require very complex router programming in order to connect to their MPLS network, and you want to stay away from that. Number 9, what type of network monitoring tools are offered, and what is the cost of those tools? I would also take a look at the reports that are actually offered by the carrier and find out how in-depth the reporting is and what does the customer interface look like. And then finally, what kind of network management services are offered by the carrier in case you are short on staff or you want to lower costs by outsourcing the monitoring maintenance of your network. So find out what their managed service network offerings are. By asking these 10 questions up front, you can save yourself a lot of frustration and costly network shortcomings down the line. Never base your decision on MPLS solely on price. Understanding the specifics of the functionality and capabilities of your network is just as important, if not more important, than understanding the price. At Source Telecom, we manage services for a variety of MPLS carriers, and we can help you choose the one that's right for your business. Please don't hesitate to call us if we can be of any help with this. We're at 877-577-1954, or you can reach us through our website at singlesourcetelecom.com.